Now, now that you've defined your ideal client, whether it be a salesperson who works at home or whatever, you've defined your ideal client. So what is your ROI to that client? What is it that you deliver to that client that is going to bring a return on the time investment they're going to spend with you with your content? Again, where are they? If they're going to be on LinkedIn or Twitter, or are they going to be on Instagram? I can say right now that most of the people I work with are not on Instagram, and if they are on Instagram, it's very, very light involvement with it. But I think that's the age and demographic of the people that I work with. My wife, who is a fitness trainer who works with pre and postnatal moms, she gets most of her business through Instagram. But her clients are women in their mid-20s to early 30s, and they're all on Instagram. My clients tend to skew a little bit older. So your clients, if you're looking at people who are, CEOs of companies, if you do coaching with CEOs or coaching with executives, they're probably not on Instagram, probably more likely on LinkedIn. You have to really know the demographics of who your client is, and that all comes from defining your client. Because again, when I go back to what I was saying before, once you've defined who your client is, everything becomes easier. All right, and then it's not what you got to figure out what they need to know versus what you want to tell them. A lot of the content that I see people creating right now is content basically me. This is what I do for you. Or we. Somebody once said that you're weeing me to death. We do this, we do that. That's not the kind of content. Figure out what your client's problems are and use your content to address it. That's what's going to build your credibility. That's what's going to make you stronger in the marketplace. Now, another thing that comes up time and time again, especially with articles and blogs and stuff, diaries. The amount of time I will go over to a new client and say, okay, well, let me just flip through your content before we go any further, and I'll go to I'll visit their website, and there's a diary about it's a personal diary entry about Christmas or a holiday, or and nobody needs to read that. That's not addressing their ideal client. That's just filling space on their blog to say, hey, I need to fill 750 words in January with something, and I'm going to do something I'm going to do a Happy New Year post, as opposed to a post on 20 things you can do in 2020 that are going to make your sales more effective. So when you're creating your content, make sure it's about your client and not about you. Personal diary entries, you can create a blog that's just writing about stuff you love. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a time and a place for it, and one of the places is not on your business blog. You want to really make your business blog for your client. All the content you create is for your client. Every piece of content on your website needs to be focused on your client's needs.